physical products, actual physical things, like this little doohickey that I have on my desk that I can play with, the mouse, a really old clock that I have. Physical products are super fun, and yet often in the One Funnel Away challenge, physical products get forgotten, all right? There's a lot of reasons for this, and I'll get into some of them, but many people in the group have been asking, hey, how do I make physical products work within my issue? Now, I want to make sure that I'm talking about physical products, not necessarily affiliate products. That's still a separate issue. I've talked about it a couple of different times, but really here I am talking about physical goods that people want to sell to their audiences. And this should not be considered to be a physical book or a free plus shipping book, or Russell will talk about physical products as like USB keys with all of your lesson materials on it. That's something you can ship to someone. Those are all really great derivatives, but they are largely derivatives or examples of different mediums for information products to exist. When we talk about physical goods for this, we're talking a flashlight, makeup. We're talking, a wood block that kids play with. For any Ren and Stimpy fans from the 90s, somebody was just talking about this, log, it rolls downstairs, a loner in pairs. Never mind. We're talking about anything jewelry, things that we sell, right? These do fit in the One Funnel Away challenge, but they often get forgotten. Now, why they don't get discussed, I have my cynical view, which is that our community is often not a community of makers, right? People don't want to make anything. I think on a less cynical point of view that info products are just so darn profitable, right? The profit margin is enormous. People are buying them left and right. And so they get a lot of the excitement, a lot of the focus because it's making people money. And it's also something that people are often selling to you. So if they're teaching you to sell what they're selling and they're selling an information product, that sort of snake eats its own tail type of situation. When we do hear about physical products, we often hear about drop shippers or drop surfers. And those folks suck up a lot of oxygen in the room, but they're often not really in line with someone that actually has a physical product that their store, that their factory, that their company actually physically makes, right? So here's some advice on how your physical products can actually fit into the One Funnel Away structure. First off, remember that yes, while we're talking about these, the OFA structure does thrive off of information products. Most often, the squeeze page, which is a free product in exchange for someone's email, is an information product. So to be successful with a physical product, you are most often going to have to pair your physical product with some sort of information product. I think Russell does a pretty good example about a flashlight in a previous video. I do an example on a flashlight where I talk about, if you're selling a flashlight, don't just sell the flashlight, sell the transformation the flashlight gives them. So why would someone need a flashlight? Maybe they're a survivalist. Maybe they are worried about the power going out in their house. So you can sell them a guide to getting the power back on, right? So for physical products, you can pair them with information products to make their perceived value go up. You can pair makeup with makeup tutorials. You can pair jewelry or clothes with a style guide. You can, you can give a guide to different body shapes and what colors work with them or what styles work with them. Those are all information products that can raise the perceived value of a physical good. So while I am talking about physical products, keep in mind that information products do help you. So if you're looking at a physical product, don't ignore all of the possibilities to create derivatives or things that will add value to your offer that are information based. Now, where can they go? The squeeze page. That's the first place we have a segment about it. Here's a mistake that I'm begging you not to make. It was made in a previous OFA group that I was in, not in my mentor group, but somebody in the main group. This wonderful woman very generously offered on her squeeze page to mail a free sample of her product to anybody that signed up to her email list. She ended up working like 3 nights, 24 hours in a row, and had this huge exhausted box of items that she was shipping out to people. I felt for her, and she really said it. She's like, I can't do that ever again. It's a lot of work for no money. It has high marginal cost, and it raises the cost of your acquisition of that email because you now have to pay for shipping and the cost of creating the free offer and managing all of it out and everything like that. The risk is just too big. Unless you're a much larger company, I would never advise you to give away a physical good for free on the squeeze page. Free plus shipping is not free, by the way. So we're talking about a squeeze page that is truly a free offer. So keep off the physical goods there. But you can, again, do an information thing. You can give a guide to the good. You can think about the problem your good solves. You can think about the style or the use or the area or the niche that you're targeting and speak to them, and then bring them in with a really attractive looking squeeze page, information offer, and then on your sales page, sell them the physical good. Another opportunity that I do think people don't think about enough is one that I've actually seen a client of mine use, which is they turned the squeeze page into a registration page. And what they pitched it as is they said, register here, give me your email so that you can see this great, compelling offer I have on my sales page. Now, they didn't say sales page, but that was a really powerful tool. So they actually, frankly, didn't actually give anything additionally in return for the email. All they did is say, hey, register your email here and you can get access to this great offer. And that can connect to whatever your ad is. Again, if it's makeup or something like that, I don't know why that's on my mind, but if it's makeup, you can say, in your ad, I have this great offer for this brand new makeup that'll change your life, blah, blah, blah. Come to the squeeze page, enter your email here to register to be able to see this exclusive offer just for you. If you give your email over to me, they give the email, you don't send them anything, and all you do is deliver the sales page. So that does actually work. I'm not saying it's the only way to do it. I think it's still better to give some value in return, but it is an option if you're really at a loss for what type of information product to put on your squeeze page. You just got to change the copy a little bit, and you're going to have to change the structure when we get to that in week 3, but it is very, very, very possible. It's not that hard of one. Now, on the sales page, this is where you're probably going to put your physical good, right? Sales page. Now, the sales page is all about creating perceived value and a price point that is way below that, right? That's the whole art form of it. I will talk more about this in a video tomorrow when I dive into your offer sequence and what it means to put the right things on your sales page. But with that in mind, think about your physical product and how can you create perceived value. Can your sales page offer a set of your good? Do you have to sell just one of them, or can you sell a set of 3 or 7 or 5 or 100? Can it be a variety pack if it's that kind of item? Can it be some specialized, customized version of it? Something like that on the sales page. And then you can put a whole bunch of information products around it about how to use it, how to succeed with it, how to have it change your life, how to use it so it attracts the best partner, whatever it is. You can put those information products around it, and those have no marginal cost. Another item I will get into much more in depth tomorrow. But that can raise the perceived value and you can still close a sale on your physical good without having to cut into your profit margin. And of course, the OTO page, the upsell page, of course, you can put in physical products here. If you had one on the sales page, you have to think about a little bit what would be appropriate for an upsell. A lot of people, if it's that kind of a good, will think about putting a subscription model on the OTO. They'll say, hey, get 6 months of my subscription. For a new piece of makeup or a new razor blade or a new piece of jewelry, one that I'll send you a new piece every month. Usually I charge $15 a month, but if you sign up today, all in advance, I'll give you the next 6 months for $30. Something that's less than what it would be if they had to pay every single month. That's a great way to do an OTO version with a physical product. Another way would be if it's something that you can do a coaching on, how do they use it? If you can give them whatever the next item is in the family of products that would be the physical good, sell that in the one-time offer. So you can get them in. Ask me some more questions. I'm hoping this helps get you thinking as you're brainstorming your big offer bundle master list. Think about how physical products take up some of the space on there and what you can add around that, or derivatives or multiple packaging of that physical good to give you a bunch of different options for when we get to sequencing tomorrow. So, physical goods, they do fit in the package. They are there. Don't worry. If you don't hear a lot of people in the OFA main group talking about it, we can talk about it here because, yes, it is a big part of internet sales, and you can thrive with a physical good if that is what you want to sell. Good luck.